my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a general reading for the sign of Gemini for the remaining of October 2019. I hope everybody's doing well. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and it won't resonate with every Gemini in the universe. So use your own discernment. Also, you can check out your moon and your rising sign for further details. And there's plenty of wonderful tarot readers on YouTube that you can also check out. They might be picking up on different energies that I am at this time. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pull a Oracle of the Angels card. And it'll give us just kind of a basis of the reading. Basically what Spirit either wants you to know or what stage you're at, going through in your life at this moment. So, and then we'll kind of go from there. We'll pull more cards and get clarifiers and advice and all that good stuff. So, what do we have, Spirit, for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019, please? Please give me a card for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019. What do we have for Gemini for the remaining of October 2015, please? Or 19. Oh, time warp. October 2019, please. What do we have for Gemini? Just show me the energies we have for Gemini for October 2019. Joy. She's happy. She's dancing and surrounded by spirit or just the essence of happiness. And she's protected. I see that mainly in this. I see she's protected. So, keep that in mind. I don't know what you guys are going through, but we're about to find out, right? We got Joy. Okay. Let me go ahead and read off what that means in the actual book. From what I'm seeing, though, you're happy, you're peaceful, you're lighthearted, and you're protected. Let's see what the book says, though. Even just a simple smile can go a long way to spreading joy in our world. Choose to focus more on those things that bring you joy, and you will find you naturally begin to radiate this energy into the world. The more joy you send out, the more you'll find you have to be joyful for. This is the law of the universe. By living with joy, I magically spread light into the hearts of my sisters and brothers of the universe. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is start pulling some tarot cards, and we'll just kind of get a general consensus as to what might be going on or what you need advice on. What other cards do we have for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019, please? Thank you for that one. Other cards do we have for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019, please? You guys are flying. Okay, wow. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and stop there. That was a lot. That was first. That was in the upright when it came out. I'm not feeling These are all major arcanas. Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys got some stuff going on. Goodness gracious. That's awesome. Way to go, Gemini! I'm going to use my pendulum roll real quick. Just to... Give me 1 minute. Make sure that all of these are supposed to be in the upright. Usually I just throw them over my shoulder and see which way they land, but, you know, that's just me and my moronic ways when I'm alone, so I'm going to try not to do that right now. Clean this real quick. This card is supposed to be in the reverse. Let's see, yes. Are the remaining of the cards supposed to be upright? We have the Ace of Wands, the King of Swords, the Temperance, the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, Judgment, and Strength. Are all of those supposed to be in the upright position for Gemini? That would be a yes. Are all of these supposed to be in the upright for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019? Is the Seven of Wands supposed to be in the upright for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019? Okay. Good. Alright, that's kind of what I thought. So, we'll leave it at that. Alrighty, so you guys got a lot going on here. Sorry about that little momentary relapse of trying to figure this out. Trying to make sure I'm giving you guys the right messages because they can mean completely different things if they're in the reverse sometimes. So you have the Seven of Wands, which is the reverse. Which is textbook form. Indecision leads to like a missed opportunity. But I'm not seeing a missed opportunity here. So we'll have to get a clarifier on that one. It looks like you have a new beginning that you are passionate about. We have the King of Swords, which is air energy. That could just be representing you and how you're standing in your power at this point. It looks like you have balance and abundance, more balance. You're generous, you're giving to the situations that you're in. And you've made a final judgment call. And I don't think that has to do with anybody else beyond the internal struggle that you may be having inside. Then again, you're full of joy, so I can't really say too much about an internal struggle, right? think what I'm trying to tell you is, if you had an internal struggle going on, I don't see this Judgment card pertaining to anyone else beyond what you might be dealing with on your own. So, and I think you've had the strength to persevere through that decision and make the right call. So you have strength here. You could also be dealing with a Leo, because you have 2 cards here that are for Leo. Sagittarius. Another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, I am going to start pulling some cards from the vice versa deck to start clarifying some things and to try to get you an idea of what we're going with here. Can you please give me a clarifier for the 7? Wow, okay, thank you. That is the 2 of Wands. See, this vice versa deck has 2 different sides to each card. So I'm going to go ahead and read off from the book what the actual side that came out for you guys is representing. This is the side that you have. See, originally the 7 of Wands, which is what we're clarifying, stated that indecision led to a missed opportunity. However, the 2 of Wands in this position is stating the things you have set into motion are prospering. Observe the timing closely as you proceed. Recognize that time spent thinking and observing is just as important as taking active steps. There's nothing that needs doing just now. You can be confident in your success. So, in other words, I think what it's trying to say is don't get stuck in your head and miss an opportunity. Everything that you have going on right now and everything that you have in motion is in perfect, and I mean like perfect balance. And it's going to be very successful for you to move forward with. So, I think this has to do with a job or perhaps a group of friends. What is this pertaining to? Please give me a clarifier as to what all of these cards are pertaining to for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019. What is this success that Gemini is facing or accomplishing? Actually, let's just clarify the Ace of Wands, because that'll tell us all. What is this Ace of Wands? Please clarify the Ace of Wands for Gemini. That is the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, that's it. Let me read that one too. I've had that one before, and it's surprising. Like, usually the 4 of Pentacles is like you're being greedy and you're hanging on to your money, or you're hanging on to a situation or somebody. But you did get this other side. You got the reverse side. So let's go ahead and see what that is, because that is clarifying the Ace of Wands as to what this might be about. 4 of Pentacles. Hopefully I did say that. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. If all you think about is money or work, or worries about money and work, the element of earth is out of balance in your life, as is for this wizard. Explore how you can bring in waters of love and beauty's fire, creative action, and airs fresh new ideas. Practicality must be ultimately blended with dreams, passion, and inspiration. This is how a wizard makes magic. So instead of just maybe, I'm going for it, I'm going for it, I'm going for it, I'm doing what I can, I gotta get this done, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Take a step back and start pulling in different elements into it instead of just a straightforward motion. How is this feeding your soul? What you feel might be your life's purpose? What I'm getting is that they want you to understand that this endeavor that you're currently facing in your life has so much more to do than with just making money. And I think to get that well-rounded balance of success within you, they would like you to also, like I just said, kind of take a step back and maybe not make it all about the money or the effort towards the money. Put your passion into it in different ways. And if you can do that, you'll be even more successful from the inside out. I think, though, you have nothing but wonderful things on the way. I think that you are sitting in the power of the King of Swords, which is a very intellectual, straightforward type of king. Very smart. But I think you're standing in your power is I think what I'm trying to tell you. You have the balance. You have two balance cards here. One is more giving the balance between you and others. And I tend to think of the Temperance card as balance within yourself. But I honestly think that you have all of those components working for you already. You also have plenty of abundance and strength to move forward with, which is hard to find. Hard to find. So, congratulations. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask for advice cards. What advice do we have for Gemini for the remaining of October 2018? You guys are going to love this one. What advice do we have for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019? Is there any other advice that we need to give to Gemini for the remaining of October 2019? We have the Ace of Wands again. Maybe this one will help us clarify a little bit better what the Ace of Wands is actually purposive and meaning for you at this point in time. Because like I said, these vice versa cards tend to be much different from your regular standard tarot deck meaning. So they tend to go a little bit more specifically as to a direction to figure it out. Do we have anything else for Gemini for remaining of October 2018, please? Anything else we have for Gemini for the remaining of October 2019? Alright. So, you have the Ace of Wands. And it's a good thing you got that side. Because this side looks kind of scary. If your stick is about to go up in flames, yo. And this one, I'm being drawn to that red bird for some reason. But I see, look at the growth on the top of that wand. I don't know if you can see it or not. You see that? It's got like plants coming out of it. Growth. Spread your wings in more ways than one for growth. Of course, I'll read what the book says, but honestly, I think that's completely what this card is saying. So, and then we also have the King of Wands. Move forward passionately. And we have the either the Queen or the Princess of Cups. I'm not really quite sure which one that would be yet. But she's got her back turned towards us. So we'll also have to read that one and see what that means. Usually she's like this. She didn't like that though. She didn't really look too friendly or happy, does she? I mean, for cups. Alright, we'll read it. Okay, so let's start out with the Ace of Wands in this book, just to see what that meaning is. Because like I said, they're usually a little bit different from your atypicals. It says your initial impulses are good, but you run the risk of losing sight of the big picture. Get some distance from your endeavor if you feel confused about or unclear about your purpose. There is no rush, and you won't lose momentum by stepping back for a brief time to get some needed perspective. So, like I was kind of saying before, take a step back and see how maybe you can bring the other elements into this endeavor instead of just straightforward, I make money, I pay my bills. What exactly is this endeavor bringing to your soul, your heart, your intellect, your mind, your body? They really want you to step back and take a look at that and see how this is benefiting you in more than just one way, which is I make money. They want you to be passionate is what I think this King of Wands is about, but let's go ahead and look him up too. He's the King. This is a person who gets things done, a man of action. Although he may have worldly wealth, you might not know it from looking at him or the way he lives. He doesn't have much patience with details that could slow down his process, so he lets others handle the small stuff and the aesthetics. Other kings may have fancy scepters or rods of authority. This king has a stick, and he does the job just fine. So I think what they're trying to say is you have all the tools that you need in order to make this very prosperous for you in more ways than one. You really have to go within and pull those things out, though. I think that's why they want you to kind of take a step back. Here, they're saying action, but I think more of what this card is trying to tell us is that you have everything you need to move forward. You just need to really take a step back and look and see what those things are. and what they mean to you, and what does it give you momentum in your endeavor to achieve beyond just I get a paycheck. So then we'll move on to your see what the Queen of Chalices. Okay, so that's the Queen of Cups. Maybe you're emotionally closed off to this situation. I really think this has to do with money and work and your goals and your aspirations, and maybe you just started a new job. Maybe you just started a new hobby, a new, group. Who knows? I don't know your life. I'm just telling you what the cards are reading. Apply it how it, resonates with you. And if it doesn't apply, don't take it. So, but you know what this is meaning? It's kind of funny. Your inner self. The Queen sits under this. I cannot. Hold on a minute. The Queen sits under this. Let me move this over here. Star and strewn night sky. Moonlight casts a silvery path on the water. Let's hold this up for you guys to see it. The back of the throne reveals the mirrored seashells that encrust it, which glow with unearthly. I gotta take my contacts out. Luminance. Okay. Hold on a minute. This queen has known heartbreak and loss, but rather than retreating into the shell, she has chosen to stay open to the beauty and love, and to let pain transform into compassion. Dwelling as she does on and with the sea, she is attuned to the tides and to the moon that commands them. Her dreams go deep, and she is often dream-bound long after awakening. A great blue heron is carved into the jade of her throne, symbolizing balance and self-resilience. The biggest secret this loving queen may keep is that she would be just fine on her throne if she wanted to be. In other words, you're pretty comfortable in yourself. I just don't think that you really recognize it just yet. However, I think once you start pulling all these different things out and start looking to see what aspects of yourself are also going to be very successful in this endeavor, you're going to get a very wider picture of exactly who you are and what you can bring to it and what you can achieve. So, well, that is basically what I have for you. And it's late and my contacts are foggy. I do apologize for the slow reading and mistakes, but it is what it is. If you would like a personal reading, you can find my information in the box below. And I ask that if this video resonated with you or if I helped you out in any way, to please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if possible. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of the month and a happy Halloween. Bye. Peace.